After the war, I settled down in Leesburg, where I started a saddle and harness shop. In 1867, I was elected sheriff. I lived up in the second story of the jail on the old southwest corner of the public square for 4 years. The jail wasn't the first jail. The first jail was built in 1837, and it sat on the north side of the public square. It's a crude old two-story building made of sawed logs. The only entrance to the lower story was by way of trapdoor and ladder. Prisoners were let down the ladder, the trapdoor was shut. Food for the prisoners was also put down the door. There were many jailbreaks. In 1841, the commissioners ordered the sheriff to crossbar the windows and the stovepipe holes. The jail also had problems with cleanliness. Say something about the first sheriff. Isaac Kirk. He was an unusual man. He was like 6 feet tall. He had a crooked eye, and he was bald, except for a little spiral in the back of his head. His talk was blemished with blasphemies. When he was running for sheriff, he said, "If anybody needs hanging, I'll hang him dead as hell." The truth was, he never hanged anybody. Matter of fact, they never even had a hanging in this county. There was one guy named Butler that killed his wife in Pearson. They had a change of venue, and they sent it over to Columbia City. They found him guilty, and they hung him over there. That was 1880. 1849, jail number 2 was built on the southwest corner of the public square. That's the one I lived. There were still a lot of jailbreaks. So in 1850, the commissioners ordered the southwest wall of the jail to be sealed with 2 tiers of white oak planks. The prison door was also lined with heavy metal. Eventually, it became so dilapidated, prisoners could escape without even any effort. First-class offenders, though, they were transferred over to Goshen for safekeeping. I was the last sheriff to ever serve in that old Boston, and the first one to serve in the new structure that opened in 1872. That jail is where your museum is today. It cost $48,000 to construct, and it's in the old Gothic style. So that's why it looks like a little castle. Even though the construction prevented the prisoners from digging out or having someone on the outside free them, they found ways to get out. One time, a prisoner called for some water, so the sheriff went and got it. When he came back, he left the door open. Now the prisoner shoved him to the side, knocked the sheriff's wife down when she was bringing supper in for him, and they caught him about 10 minutes later down by the railroad. And I've heard it said that the only man in the county that can arrest the sheriff is the coroner. And if the sheriff dies, the coroner takes over for him until there's another election. I left office in 1872. I opened up a store on Market Street. Oh, there was a fire in 1884, and I suffered a huge loss. So I went into the ice business. Well, then I was elected mayor in 1898. You know, during my life, I've had a lot of exciting things. I've always been a busy guy. But I look back really fondly on my days and years as a sheriff. And it's a darn shame that they had to build that jail number 4 to house all the felons that we have today. It's a sad deal. Sad indeed.